So by that, you don't own the car then?
No, you don't.
I talked about this with Gary Thrawn,
Yes.
mate of mine. And then this guy called Blackbelt Barrister did a video response to it.
Take a brief look at this clip and then I'll explain.
When you have a vehicle and you register it with the state owns it. When you register the vehicle then becomes property of the state. You then, as the owner, have now changed. They've changed the rules on the V5. You're no longer the owner. You're the registered keeper.
Now, with respect, this video grossly misunderstands the fundamental differences between the registered keeper of a vehicle and its legal owner. Now, whilst I continually tell you that this is not legal advice, at least you know I am a practicing barrister.
Just saying, look, I'm a barrister and this is how it goes. But do we or do we not own our cars?
Here's the thing with ownership. Just because you own something doesn't mean you own it. And people go, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Right. There's a clue. Ownership. Whenever you hear the word ship at the end of something, it's telling you maritime law. Now, maritime law, what maritime law is basically you are entering a vessel where there's a set of rules and there is a captain. In other words, there's someone else who controls those rules. Okay, so it's an ownership. So that means you're entering a vessel with someone else. So you've got to say, well, hang on a minute, what's the rules? And give me the name of the captain. So ownership, just giving you the clue. So within ownership, there's other things that the average person doesn't understand. Title and rights. So you've got ownership, title and rights. So this is what the legal system does, is they split the title of things. And the average person does not spot it. And they think they own their car. Well, look at it this way. Let's say you're a property owner. You're a landlord. And let's pretend we use money and let's pretend you own the house. Okay, just for that. But you rent it out. Technically, you're the owner of that property. Okay, the house. Okay, but the tenant has the right to live there. The owner doesn't. The landlord doesn't. The landlord has given away that right. Okay, the tenant has that right. So this is the splitting of the title. Okay, so this is done all the time, but the average person doesn't spot it. For example, if I go into a cafe and I order a coffee, well, they're going to give me a mug, and a saucer and a spoon. I haven't bought that. I don't own that. I have bought the coffee inside. That is mine. Okay, but the mug and the spoon has to go back.
Didn't you also give an example like teddy bear with a kid? Is that not similar?
Oh
no! Because I remember you said, when a parent gives a teddy bear to a kid, the kid thinks they own the teddy bear, but it's actually the parents because they've got the receipt of it. That kind of thing.
Correct.
Yeah,
exactly right. Yes, because the parents bought it.
Yeah.
So it's basically the parents' teddy bear.
Yeah.
But
the child thinks they own it.
They do.
And it's the same thing with the car. You think that you own it, but actually someone else has it because it's in a trust.
It's being put in a trust.
Yeah.
So what it is the way it works with a car is that here's the thing: anything with a serial number. It's not just a car. Yeah. So anything with a serial number, mobile phone, laptop, anything, your fridge, if it's got a serial number on it, you don't own it. Okay. The way it works is that serial number is attached to what is called a manufacturer's statement of origin. So whenever something is made for the first time, a car, laptop, fridge, whatever, there is a certificate, or not a certificate, but a manufacturer's statement of origin. That's like a deed, the original declaration that this thing has been created. Okay, you are supposed to get that. So when you buy the car, you're supposed to get that form, that document. In fact, it's worth the same as the car. So this manufacturer's statement of origin, you're supposed to get it, and if you have that, then you own that car outright. Because everything is on that document. You have the rights, you have the title, you have full ownership.
What's the name of that document, sorry?
Manufacturer's Statement of Origin.
Okay. So we used to have that?
Back in they're still created now. Every single brand new car still has one. Back in the day, you would get, if you bought a Model T Ford, for example, you got that with the Model T Ford. There's your document to prove it's yours. Okay. Think of it like a deed. Simply put, superior deed, or a allodial title, if you like. So, because of this document, that's the creation of the thing. Now, what happens is that document goes to the country that you find yourself operating within. Now, a country is not the land, okay? Country operates as a corporation. It exists on paper only. The UK is a corporation, same as McDonald's. It only exists on paper. But if you are operating within that corporation, okay, then you will register your car with that corporation. So what happens is that manufacturer statement of origin basically goes to the Treasury. The Treasury sell it, make pots of money, because you don't even know it exists. And then they will create another document, which is certificate of conformity. The certificate of conformity then goes to the dealer of the car. You know, you're selling a Lamborghini shop. You're going to buy a brand new Lamborghini, and the dealer has this certificate of conformity. So because the average person has no clue what they're doing, the dealer will say, would you like us to register your car? Of course, the average person goes, okay, because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, of course, the car's registered, and then that certificate of conformity then goes to the DVLA. The DVLA is a corporation, is operating as a trust. So that document is placed into the trust. Now, here's where it gets even worse. Because you're the grantor of this trust, right, it means you're supposed to be the beneficiary. But they do the dirty, and they do the paperwork, and they switch positions. So the way it's supposed to work, you're the grantor, you put this document in there, so the car is technically in trust. That makes the DVLA trustees. You're the beneficiary. That means that the trustee is supposed to handle the running of the car, fill it with petrol, service costs, speeding tickets, all that sort of stuff. But they do the dirty. They do a bait and switch, and they say, would you like to be the trustee, and we'll be the beneficiary? And they go, okay, because no one reads the forms, no one understands what's written, they just fill it out. So you're now the trustee. And what happens is you will get a document, and all it says on there is you are now the registered keeper. That's it. You've given up all the other, you've given up your rights, you've given up ownership, all the rest of it's all gone. Other people have this now. You are now just the registered keeper. It even says on the UK logbook, which is a V5, I think it is, it even says it, even if it is written in all caps, it even says this is not proof of ownership. So at that point, if you can't figure it out, I'm going, I can't help you.